Whatever optimism exists about the Pittsburgh Pirates does so because of their pitching. It doesn't matter who you're talking to, that's the outlook. Experts, fans, casual baseball observers, everyone knows that this team's path to respectability and beyond starts on the mound. If that is in fact the case, opening day was a disheartening start for the Bucs. Jameson Taillon was good, but not good enough. Staked to a 2-1 lead, and with a chance to get through the seventh, so as to send things into the dynamic hands of Taillon and Felipe Vasquez, Taillon blew up, surrendering a tying home run, then putting the next two runners on. Richard Rodriguez took over from there, and by took over, I mean, he gave up a massive 3-run home run, thus completing the mound meltdown. The score was 5-2, and despite Corey Dickerson's best efforts, the Pirates were unable to mount a comeback. This team has little margin for error, and any mistake will be exacerbated. That is the price paid for having a mediocre offense without much established home run power. Make no mistake, if the Pirates are going to succeed this season, it will be because they make the right play at the right time, play slick defense and steal runs with aggressive decision-making whenever possible. Aside from a shrewd send of Francisco Cervelli that gave Pittsburgh that 2-1 lead, they didn't check any of the above boxes. The right side of the infield was dreadful defensively. Any ball hit to Josh Bell or Adam Frazier was an adventure. Don't expect that to change based on each man's defensive track record. There was also the botched rundown, which would have ended an inning had it been properly executed. I said 84-78, but the first game has me honestly rethinking things, and not in a knee-jerk reaction sort of way. The way this team lost made me take a more clear-headed look at the roster, the strengths and weaknesses, and one thing became glaringly obvious: these Pirates need to be nearly perfect to win. That's one of the realities of small market life. A big payroll tends to afford a team some wiggle room. Patching holes is easier, offense is usually more plentiful. Slugfests aren't avoided like the plague. 4 runs against isn't a death sentence. Winning the way the Pirates intend to win is like walking a tightrope night after night. There will be nights where the offense erupts and this isn't a concern, as well as nights where the pitching shows up in a big way. This is the nature of things in a 162-game season. Even the worst teams will have their nights, and the Pirates, despite their warts, shouldn't be lumped in with the league's dregs. Still, it's frustrating to think about all the areas where this team appears weak on paper, and realize that a blueprint win got away from them because their ace faltered, their bullpen faltered worse, and there was no safety net there to give them a better fighting chance. In a division that profiles as arguably baseball's best and most competitive, each and every win will be precious and should be treated as such. The Pirates gave one away to the Reds, despite doing most everything the way they wanted to for 6.5 innings, defensive Muscuzzi side. Starling Marte was scratched from the lineup and Gregory Polanco still isn't back, so the Bucs weren't close to full strength, but even when this team is fully whole, putting runs on the board will be a struggle. If the pitching isn't great, if the team isn't buttoned up night after night, they will scuffle. Their margin for error is non-existent. They won't lose 100 games, but they will be a maddening bunch to watch. It was only one loss, only the first game, but it was a frustrating letdown nonetheless.